you wonder where I've been.
Several days later. One season later.
Why they aren't comfortable is because their personalities, their unique attitudes are not in tune with that career that they have just found themselves in. Probably they went in for the money. You get the point?
The very next evening. Many months later.
Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing well. I know it's been quite a long time since you all saw me last. A lot has happened and I'll catch you guys up to speed. First things first, I went for the Intergenerational Forum, which was hosted by Kenya Red Cross Society, Alliance Francais, KEPSA, and other stakeholders. It was good. I learned some stuff which was quite interesting, and then I had a doctor's appointment at a certain hospital. I will get deeper into that a little bit later. So also I caught the rumor that was going around. I don't know what was happening, but I kind of suspect that it was the Rona which was going around, because everyone was complaining about that thing that guys were catching. But all in all, I'm doing good. First, let me talk about the hospital visit. I just wasn't going to see a general practitioner. No, I was actually going to see a consultant, gynecologist, and this was coming from a place of, how do you say, good fear / concern from the parent, which sometimes with parents they usually mask it and it comes off as like scary fears or scary concerns. So just to let things, be in the open, eventually I went. Was I worried myself? Slightly. But eventually got some tests done. I had a scan as well. The consultants that I decided to, because I went through everyone, and made the decision on who was going to, start this long-term commitment with. Obviously, for privacy purposes, I'm not going to mention the facility or the consultant himself, but the care of the patient for him is paramount. He listens to the patient. If there are concerns that you have, you air. Like, he's so hands-on. People will pick, especially in this era of social media, people will pick doctors because of vibes and inshallah, their office has this, they have like the small snacks and everything. For me, I don't look at that. I look at their track record of the doctor and the care of the patient, no matter what. Because I know most doctors have gone through Instagram and they've revamped everything, their clinics and everything, but with him, I really, really appreciate him as a doctor, because, as I said, the emphasis and the care of the patient is his top priority. So eventually I got there. First things first, I don't understand why nurses tend to judge or body shame patients while at the triage, because I was actually going to get my pressure checked, my weight and my oxygen concentration. Like, she made some very nasty remarks. Oh, for your age, you actually look pregnant. What is all this weight, gain and everything? And this is the first time that I'm starting my file at that hospital. So I was like, what's your problem? Like, this is where I think in my head I was stating this Chile might have made a wrong career choice, because I bet maybe she's done that to other patients and people haven't spoken about it. And such things about weight just show, especially as a nurse, like, the care of the patient comes first, irrespective of whatever condition that they are in. Whether or not I'm pregnant, it's none of your business. Whether or not I'm fat or not, it's none of your business. There are so many things that can lead to weight gain or weight loss, whether it's hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism, PCOS, cancer treatment, birth control. There are so many factors. Kwanza hata nashangaa, she's a nurse and amesoma hizi vitu zote, but you still look dumb as hell. But anyway, I was like, I just told her, kindly, with all due respect, just watch the way you talk, because it's very rude to put such assumptions and place it due to the fact that this is how I look na mwili wangu. So I kind of felt angry, but the rest of the appointment, the consultant himself, the radiologist, and the lab technician, especially the radiologist, was very fun. He made me feel comfortable. And for those who don't know, if you have to go for a pelvic scan, you have to drink water so that your bladder can actually be full and get the scan be done efficiently. So yes, that's what happened. And I chugged down 12 cups of water. I remember even the guys at the front office, the male staff, he's like, "Are you okay? I'm like, yeah." I'm really feeling it. He's like, "Just go rush to radiology." Nikienda huko bado. I'm like, I beat myself for it, but the radiologist was like, "You know what? Just tulia, just go check more, then try walking around." At kufika the 5 extra cups, I didn't even reach around 5. I didn't get 2, 3, because that means I'd chugged around 15 cups. I was like, now it's time. So immediately nilifika, everything was done, and I got my official diagnosis, and I wasn't too happy with the condition, but the fact that I now got my answers is what I was very grateful. So let me put it out there for the Haram police. I know some of you all haven't gone to shule, but it is what it is. The medication I'm about to show is not only used to prevent pregnancy, because I know that's what people will be thinking, "Oh, what the hell, why are you doing this? What are you doing sneaky shit?" No, I'm not. The birth control pill is used for many other purposes, like PCOS, treating acne, and so much more. So this is actually the medication. This is Marvelon 21. So it has the combination of 2 hormones. I will leave a detailed explanation in the description below, so you can actually go have a look at it. So for this case, these are 21 pills. I have a gap of 7 days in between, so that I can actually get my cycle back, because if you have irregular cycles, painful periods, longer days of bleeding, and also longer periods, like in sense of instead of 28 days, you can go up to 70 keto days. So this is what is used to get everything back in track. So far this has been 21 days. Today will be the last day of this first set of pills. So I started using it because it has been labeled with the days. So I immediately started with The first day I started around on Thursday, and this drug is expensive, by the way. So I followed it up until now. This is the last pill of this strip. Then I'm supposed to have a 7-day break. Then after that, I'll continue with the second strip. One thing about the pill, you have to be very careful. Like if you put a timer of 7 p.m, it has to be 7 p.m. every single day. So that means wherever you're going, kama unajua utachelewa, carry your medication. Also, the pill is also used to manage the condition which is known as PCOS. And I've seen many people try to do away with birth control and try to use supplements and get their diet right. What I can say is, whatever might work for them might not work for you, and whatever might work for you might not work for them. So kindly do your due diligence, and if you've gotten an official diagnosis, kindly give yourself grace. For the first 3 months, try the treatment that you've been advised by the doctor, and if something does not feel right, or you're kinda hesitant about it, speak to the doctor. That's why you're told to pick a doctor or a consultant that you'll be open and be conversant with. Higher, the side effects. This was just wild. The headaches, the nausea, the mood swings, and then the tenderness like on your chest area. It is really, really bad. And for my case, it was mostly the headaches, the mood swings, and the nausea. So in the rare side effects, you can actually get a blood clot. That scared me because there's one content creator on Instagram here in Kenya who I think she got prescribed the birth, yes, it was the birth control pill, used to by a dermatologist to control, I think, her acne or something, and things just went left. She ended up getting a blood clot, but thank God, with the right treatment for I think for around 2 months, she got better. I will leave the link to her video in the description below as well. So different strokes for different folks, and there's one thing I came to realize: birth control does not favor women, because look at it, every method has its own disadvantages. Whether it's Nexaplan on the implant in mkono, if it's the IUD, which has 2 options, the non-hormonal and the hormonal, if it's Depo-Provera, Shindano, if it's the birth control, you have the single and the combination pill, you have the, what else? You have tubal ligation, which in layman's language you tie your tubes. Like everything has its own repercussions, and I tend to feel like as if it's not fair for women, genuinely speaking. So it's just that we just keep catching stray bullets every single moment. So all in all, hoping things will go well with this medication. This was actually not cheap as well. It was around 3,400 for this, for 21 times 3. That's 63 tablets. But I know it's going to be, for the better. So I have to like monitor how things are. If I feel something is off, I usually call or text the doctor, and he replies as soon as possible. And also for the tests that they carry out, they usually tend to look at, like, let's say insulin resistance, like sugar intolerance in your body. They look at thyroid, because the thyroid can go 2 ways: either it's hyper or hypo, but in this case they look at the hypo sana. And then those, obviously they will do a pelvic scan, and when they get such things, some can be high, some can be low. On some tests can come back as normal, yet you do have the symptoms of that condition. So whatever the case is, I would say kindly get a gyna who will understand you, who will validate your feelings, who will listen to you, and will guide you. Like if you're able to speak up for yourself, it will make work easier for the both of you all. So yeah, I know it's been a lot for sure, but all in all, Mwenyezi Mungu atupe subra na nguvu. Haya, that aside, let's get into the haul. I have some few items I'd like to share with you all. Starting with these shoes from Woolworths. These are like a brown beige pair of flats. I had the black ones some time back. These ones were bought by the matriarch, as well as some pair of, like, a couple of hoops. These are from Woolworths, as I said. These were 2,200, and I'll constantly say this for the girlies who have big feet. Woolworths is your go-to store. Also, I've seen another store in the US where it's called Vila Shoes. The owner and founder, created shoes for the girlies who are now known as the big steppers. So if you're in Kenya, this is your good choice. If you're like in the US or you're trying to shop like shoes for a big foot, Vila is another alternative, but these were very comfortable and I really like this brown. So yeah, I'm not going to enjoy this because these are practical shoes. Higher, another thing from Woolworths are these couple of hoops. I wore them to a couple of, I think, how many weddings? 2 weddings, and they really made me look well put together. And I always say, like, a black girl with hoops, with braids or locks, and then she has hoops and with clear gloss and a brown liner. That's God's gift to to black women. You look well put together and very, very beautiful for sure. So they come in different sizes, from the smallest to the largest, and with different designs. So yes, this I've worn and I can see that I've actually enjoyed it. Higher, I know this brand I've been away for the longest time because I know I actually enjoy their products, and this is Dr. Teal's. I know I touched base on the birthday vlog about this specific body wash, and it was the ginger and clay, and let me tell you something, this is the best thing since sliced bread. If I was to rank between or among this, the oat milk and shea butter and argan oil and the evening primrose oil, this has to be pole position. Like, I really enjoy the scent. It really gets in the skin and cleans proper. You feel good about yourself and you leave the bathroom smelling so good. And this, at that time, the price tag was $14.95 at True Cosmetics. And then this is the recent scrub that I saw at True Cosmetics by Dr. Teal's as well. So this is the melatonin essential oils shea sugar scrub. This was $26.50. This is now the current updated price, and this is mostly used for nighttime because, as I said, it has avocado oil, shea butter, coconut oil that leaves the skin moisturized, and it has melatonin and essential oils which help promote a better night's sleep and calms the mind. So obviously it has your typical lavender oil, chamomile, patchouli, evening primrose oil, safflower, and so much more. And a brand, and I keep constantly saying this, that I've enjoyed to date is Dr. Teal's, hands down. And this was, as I said, this was also from True Cosmetics nearly. So I don't know if I've shared that tag. That's $26.50, and I'm happy to report this. This works fantastic at night, but during the day I use this and a normal bathing soap, and it's all systems go. All is, fantastic. Higher, the other one, I've also mentioned about this store, which I'm usually not too pleased with because I kind of feel as if the Mombasa branches of these stores are usually getting dead stock from other stores, and this is Miniso. And I don't say it out of spite or bad intention. It's just an observation. So I've been really needing to get this like handheld fan because it's the struggle. The heat is absolutely the ghetto, and sometimes doing your makeup and you don't have like a handheld fan just to dry down the products, it's chaotic. But finally, I wanted to get another design, but it was not available. So the only available one was this black and pink by the Miniso and Barbie collaboration. This was $13.99, so I'm okay with this. The fact that it's a handheld fan, at least it will do its job. And then it came with its own cable because Karen Kwansha to Anisha, and it came with a pair of stickers and like a handle, so you can like place it on your wrist and walk with it with no hassle. So yeah, we'll see how this will perform, but so far so good. It also by the way came with a couple of stickers, but the stickers for me are not that important. Fan though, ilikuwa the major importance. Higher. The last two items, let me tell you something. Massive shout out to Faiza for this, because we've been singing about Arabian and Middle Eastern scents, and personally speaking, these two have been on my wish list, and it came as a surprise, by the way. So some people were kind enough to gift me, and they're from my favorite brand, Latafa. So first thing is, this is Hamra by Latafa. Let me tell you something. The presentation of this, just look at this. This is just wild as hell. So this is apparently a dupe for Killian Good Girl, or is it Angel Share? No, it's Angel Share. And the packaging itself of the perfume, solid 10. And you can actually get a whiff of the perfume straight without opening the bottle, and it's so fantastic. Like, come on, tell me if this just screams class and expensiveness. Like, hello. And this is more or less I'll be wearing during like special occasions, because AC kitu ya kupakwa kila siku, and it's a bit potent. So those days where you want to confuse your enemies, yeah, that's the scent to use. And then also I have the Yara Moi by Latafa as well. So Yara came in 4 different scents. There's the pink Yara, that's the original Yara, and then they have the Yara Moi, this is the white Yara, and then there's the Yara 2, which is an orange one, which has a like tropical scent to it, like with mango, passion, coconut milk, and a bit of amber and musk. And then there's Yara Asad. So Yara Asad is for males, and then now the rest of the Yara that I've mentioned is for females. What people actually don't know is that with Middle Eastern scents, you just have to buy a couple, then you're able to build up and create a scent profile that works best for you. But I've noticed, like, I even discussed this with Faiza, like, every single drop Latafa does, or Maison Alhambra, or I think Fragrance World drops, everyone wants to go buy. Yet at the end of the day, everyone will be smelling like a Latafa factory out here. So this gives like a grown-up sweet scent, like with marshmallow and what is it called, like vanilla. It's something that is very different and unique, and it has a bit of musk, and it has, what is it called, it has an essence of cashmere as well. So it really gives you that warm fuzzy feeling, and this will project quite well both like during hot and cold weather. So I'm very pleased with that. So for this one, these ones are gifts, so I'm really thankful, Najijua. And yeah, my last 2 wish lists, so that I can like finish up with my Middle Eastern scent collection, is Nebras and Maya. Maya gives like a fresh burst of juiciness and freshness, because it has lychee. And as I took a whiff of that scent, let me tell you something, I've never enjoyed like fresh juicy scents as much as Maya, because with Latafa, these are usually like high-end dupes of your favorite global brands. For example, the Maya by Latafa is a dupe of Giorgio Armani My Way. Nebras is a dupe of Eilish by Billie Eilish. The Hamra is a dupe of Killian, I think, is it Angel Share. So most of these, they made the scents more affordable, and yes, I hear there are knockoffs of the original scent, so you have to be careful. They're usually batch numbers and the sticker of genuinity. So this is how it is, and then the batch number is usually here at the end with the expiry dates and the manufacturing date. So you have to be careful for that and buy from like authorized sellers. So if you're in Mombasa and there's a store called Perfume Alchemist, I will leave details in the description. She or he sells Middle Eastern scents, and they rather are located in Mombasa, but they ship countrywide. So, and they're actually very favorable, because I've done a comparison across the board major Instagram stores, and they are actually the most affordable, and genuinity yao ni very high. So When I have those two, I am good to go. I've locked that door. For men, I actually love Blue Sapphire and Fahad Latafa. When somebody sun sprays that set, confusion scatter everywhere. That thing just smells intoxicating in a good way. It just captures you in the right places, and you actually tend to enjoy perfume because it doesn't choke or suffocate. It just lets you, like, leaves you questioning, like, oh, that smells good. Hi, you'd be like tapping people, be like, hi, what perfume is that? It's that type of perfume. Like, those two, I can't speak much, but those two are my favorite for the men's section, plus Assad. But my top is Blue Sapphire, and then Fahad Latafa. So anywho, that's just about it. I know things have been a lot, but yes, I'm finally back and I'm very happy to be back. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.